That came off the bat at 119 miles an hour.
A live look cam on a 76-degree afternoon. Great day for a ball game. Let's play two. Braves and Mets. Atlanta 2-0 lead. Schwellenbach back to work. It is Iglesias. 20-game hit streak for
Iglesias, Vientos, and Nimmo. 2, 3, and 4 in their order here in the top of the fourth. 0-1 ground ball to second. No problem for Ozzie. He's got it. Throws to first base and one away. Well, not that we didn't know this already, but something that's been so impressive about Spencer Schwellenbach this season, his rookie year, not just his stuff, but his poise. How calm he is. Never really speeds up regardless of what's happening around him. Vientos takes a called strike. And there in the third inning, Joey is really tested, and he maintained that poise. Got the job done.
Well, it helps when you get a first pitch out, when you got a runner at third and less than 2 outs, too.
0-1 ground ball. He stabs it. Great play by Spencer. Flips over to first base and 2 down. Well, it would have been very easy to just let that go through and let your second baseman make the play, but the former collegiate shortstop shows his quick reflexes. Makes that play 2 down. Will make that the Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. Two down now for Brandon Nimmo. 2-0 Braves in the fourth. Nimmo takes ball outside. I've gotten with Schwellenbach to where I am with Fried on how excited I get when a ball comes back to him and he gets to defend his position.
Yeah.
There's a ball low and inside because both of those guys are terrific defenders. Nimmo 0-for-1 with a strikeout. 2-0 popped up towards foul territory and into the seats down the third base line. Rookie Schwellenbach with those golden curls flipping out of the back of his Navy cap. Bearded right-hander looking into his target. And the 2-1 pitch on the way to Brandon Nimmo. Fouled back 2-2.
Whether he meant to or not there, one of the things that Spencer can do is elevate that fastball because at 97 or 98, it's still very difficult to get on top of it.
2-2 pitch. Nimmo just does catch a stitch of the splitter and fouls it off. First time he's showed Nimmo anything outside of a fastball. He'd thrown him 4 straight heaters. Braves 2, Mets nothing. Top of the fourth inning. Nimmo digs back into the left-hand batter's box. And again the 2-2 pitch. Off the plate, count runs full. Tried a couple of splitters. Try to get him to chase. Let's see if he goes back to the gas here on 3-2. Payoff pitch. And he bites the dust with a slider. Spencer Schwellenbach strikes out Nimmo swinging for the second time. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Spencer Schwellenbach. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Braves 2, Mets nothing.
Harper looking for his first hit. Fly ball left center field. Pretty well hit. Benson's going back. It's gone! First home run of the year. And Bryce Harper hooks one out toward right. Pretty deep. It is gone! It's his second home run of the night. Yeah! It's hooked deep to right center field. No doubt about it! A 3-homer game! He caps it off with a grand slam!
There he goes, taking off for third, swing and miss, trouble on the transfer. He claims third base. It's a new Reds record for swipes before the break, and that's 15 times he has taken third.
Left-handed hitter, guy that's really fast throwing the ball to third base, but the speed of Elly De La Cruz makes you rush. Trouble getting it out of his glove, the Elly effect.
He can put it on a tee.
He's so strong with his hands. He's got a great foundation.
Look how loosey-goosey Junior he is with his hands.
And there's an absolute launch. Big number being put up by, say, Oscar Hernandez of the Dodgers.
On the Buck Belue Show, weekday mornings on The Fan.
Game 161 of the season, and game one of this doubleheader. Braves leading 2-0 into the bottom of the fourth. They got a two-run homer from Ozzie Albies to left field back in the third. And there's Gio Urshela to lead it off versus Tyler McGill. And he'll swing and send one foul on the third baseline. Well, thanks to that clean top of the fourth inning, today is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by and get half off their Best Wash membership for the first month. Great deal. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. 2 runs, 6 hits for the Braves. No runs, 1 hit for the Mets. A 1 to Urshela. Strike. Sinker 94.
Boy, that was a great pitch and great call for that last strikeout on Nimmo. Good slider, 3-2.
Well, 2 is swing and a miss when reaching for a fastball. And 1 down here in the fourth inning. You know, you chat with current pitchers or former pitchers, anybody who's pitched with Travis d'Arnaud, and they all say how much they enjoy how he calls a game. Very creative when it comes to dialing up what he wants to do. Will go with sequences and pitches that maybe batters aren't expecting, and it's always like he's a step ahead behind the plate.
Yeah, and he knows Nimmo very well.
Yeah. Marcia, not his best swing, went flailing after a slider, 0-1.
First pitch swinging. A lot of first pitch swinging at bad pitches. I don't know what the ambush approach is here, but it's not working on that first one.
See if it works on the second one. 0-1. This ball inside. Marcia struck out his previous trip to the plate. Trying to get on base here. Set the table for the top of the order. Michael Harris swinging a weighted bat in the on-deck circle. 1-1 sent foul down the right field line into the seats. Good catch made by a fella in a Michael Harris City Connect uniform down there. He's getting high fives from everybody. McGill ready in the 1-2. And he chased a high fastball. Went upstairs with a heater. Back-to-back strikeouts for McGill. He has 7 strikeouts. Now back to the top of the order to Harris.
His season high is 9. He's done it twice. But
Michael Harris singled against him last inning. Also scored a run. Harris hits one hard to deep center. Bader backpedaling to the warning track, and he's under it. And down they go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fourth. So we head to the top of the fifth, 2-0.
The Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone! Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone! Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back as Pages. It is gone! He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
Paul Skeens, you know all about him, the #1 overall pick in the country just last year out of LSU. He's getting ready to warm up today and get ready to throw out that first pitch.
Boy, that's just nasty. That's a backdoor curveball.
There's an 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Paul Skeens.
And that'll bring up Rizzo, sitting on 299 career home runs. High fly ball, deep right center. That ball is gone. See ya. Home run number 300 for Anthony Rizzo. A 2-run shot, and the Yankees lead 15-5. 161st player in big league history to hit that number 300.
Ryder and Parker Meadows, winning run at second. Swings and sends it to left. Dominguez got a good arm. They're going to wave him. A delay on the throw. He is safe! It looked like Dominguez double clutched and it allowed.
More play-by-play. Here's Joe.
Thanks, Ben. Boy, Schwellenbach has been Schwellenbach today. He's only faced one over the minimum. Pete Alonso, as you would like it, will lead off here in the fifth and take outside ball one. Pete grounded out sharply his first time. Alonso 0 for his last 7. 1-0 pitch just off the plate. 2-0. Mets have 3 guys this year that have 88 RBIs coming in. Lindor, Nimmo, and Alonso. There's a strike. He took it. 2-1. Alonso will be a free agent at the end of the year. He'll have a lot of lookers. They'll be kicking the tires hard on him. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 97. Little cut on it. 2-2. Alonso calls time. And a reminder that Northside Hospital, for a healthier future together, look to Northside. Spencer fires high, full count. Schwellenbach has struck out 4. He hasn't walked anyone. He's only given up 1 hit. And that was the screwball, ground ball base hit by Tyrone Taylor. 3-2, hit hard through the left side, base hit. Alonso with a good at bat, ran the count full, and he pulls one through the left side to give the Mets a good start in the 5th inning. And J.D. Martinez, the batter, he hit the ball hard his first time up, but right at Michael Harris in center. The scouting report was that J.D. Martinez showed signs of snapping out of his long slump yesterday. Hit the ball hard a couple of times. First pitch, strike call on the inside corner, says Scott Berry. Five for 52 in the month of September for J.D. Martinez and no home runs. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Cutter ran away from him, 0-2. Tyrone Taylor on deck. And the pitch, fouled back. Another cutter, got a piece of it. Still 0-2. Kind of a late arriving crowd, wasn't it?
Yeah, filled out though.
It sure has. They're loud. They know what's at stake here today. The 0-2, just off the plate outside. 1-2 the count. Alonso leads from first. The 1-2 pitch swung on, hit off the end of the bat into center field. It's going to drop for a hit. Alonso stops at second as Harris is on it quickly. But the Mets are in business, first and second, nobody out.
Well, he just reached that. I mean, just threw his arms across the plate. And while he's been a cold hitter lately, he's still extremely strong. Able to just flip that one over the infield.
Tyrone Taylor, the batter, he hit one right off the end of the bat to the first base side, and it was 10 feet foul and came back fair, and then he beat it out. Showed bunt, pulls the bat back 1-0. Is he going to bunt? Nope. It's going to swing away, but it's outside ball 2, 2-0. Ground ball might get you two, but this guy's tough to double up. He runs well. Short leads at first and second. Foul ball out of play, 2-1. That base hit he got that was spinning back into fair territory. Looked like the baseball was torn up. 2-1 pitch. Fouled back again, 2-2.
It's like it had a flap on the side of it.
Yeah. And they would have gotten Taylor at first, but when Spencer picked the ball up, he threw a little high, lofty toss over to first, and that allowed Taylor to beat the baseball to the bag. Strikeout would be nice. The 2-2. Got it. Chase the ball down in the dirt. Strikeout number 5 for Schwellenbach. Big out there.
You love his secondary stuff so much. When he's got the fastball that's 97, 98. We talk about his slider and that splitter. But that was the curveball right there. And all three of those pitches are so devastating, especially with 2 strikes.
Francisco Alvarez, the catcher, grounded to short his first time. He's definitely a double play candidate. Taps one slowly toward third. Schwellenbach's only play is to first. He barehands, throws, got him. Runners move up to second and third. But as Ben pointed out, the former shortstop went over quickly and picked that ball up with his bare hand and made a good throw to Olsen. 2 away.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Bare hands, sets his feet, and does it so quickly. And delivers a good throw and a challenging play.
Travis d'Arnaud's going to make a slow walk to the mound and give him a chance to reset here, reboot, if you will, with second and third, tying runs in scoring position and 2 out for the 9-hole hitter, Harrison Bader, who swung at the first pitch his last time up with a runner at third and 1 out. And grounded to third. Bader's 0 for his last 10. Former Cardinal. Right-handed hitter, the pitch. Swung on, lifted foul, and out of play. Bader getting the start instead of Starling Marte here in Game 1. Braves up 2-0. Top of the 5th. Mets threatening. Stretch on the pitch. Fouled straight back into the screen. He had a good cut, but it's 0-2. Braves fans on their feet. Postseason indeed. The 0-2. High. Wasted high. d'Arnaud had to stand up to catch that one. 1-2 the count. Infield mostly straight away. Olsen way off the line at first. Outfield straight away. Schwellenbach steps off. Now he comes set. And he fires. Swing and a fly ball lifted down the first base line, but that's going to twist foul and into the crowd. Still 1-2 to Harrison Bader. Bader 8 for his last 48. Waves the bat around. Schwellenbach delivers. Ground ball up the middle, but Ozzy's there. He charges. Grabs a short hop. Throws him out. Inning is over. Mets threaten. Come up empty. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Braves still up 2-0.
1-2. High fly ball. Deep center field. Meadows is there! Parker Meadows thieves a home run from Raleigh. he planted, he jumped, and he made himself into a poster.
Oh, 6'5", look at this.
Fly ball to right field, sending Fernando back towards the wall. He leaps and makes the catch. Fernando made the grab and right. Why? Because he is Fernando. Time the leap, brings it down. Says no.
Get ready for another bobblehead. That's a platinum glove at work. A good old-fashioned snatch it back.
And it is the 9th stolen base tonight by the Red Sox. Hamilton picks another 9 stolen bases in a game.
Club record, the Red Sox steal their 9th base. Their 9th base of this game, and David Hamilton has 4 of them. Let's check the club record for steals in a game individually, but there's the club record 9 of 10 tonight. Can you believe it?
Hayes hits it deep to right center. Harris is back. He reaches up. Oh my! He brought it back. What a grab by Michael Harris to keep it.
App, so make sure you download it now and don't miss a pitch of the Braves this season.
Halfway home, Braves up 2-0. They're up 2-0 because the man at the plate that'll lead off the 5th for the Braves was Ozzie Albies' 2-run homer in the 3rd inning. A shot into the left field bleachers. First pitch here from McGill is outside, ball 1. Ozzie laid off that first pitch cutter. Ozzie walked his first time up. 1-0 pitch. Ozzie backs up, takes low, is taken all the way. Ball 2. 2 runs, 6 hits for the Braves. No runs, 3 hits for the Mets. Had 2 hits back-to-back to start the top of the 5th. Didn't score. 2-0. Ozzie again steps back from a pitch. 3-0. Tylor Megill. Big 6'7" right-hander. Comes set. Ozzie probably taking. And he is. And it's ball 4 inside. Good start to the 5th inning. Fans, when severe weather occurs in Braves country, the team at Georgia Power works around the clock to safely restore power as quickly as possible. They're working tirelessly with teams across the region to ensure you have the energy you need. So, for the latest information, safety tips, and report or check the status of outages, visit georgiapower.com/storm. Marcell Ozuna has struck out and lined a rocket that was speared by Vientos at 3rd. He's 0 for 2. The pitch. Breaking ball dropped in there for a strike.
Did you get power back at St. Simon's?
Yes, we did.
Good.
Finally yesterday. I say we.
They went to work on it, huh?
They, yeah. The 0-1. Marcell takes outside. 1-1 the count. Marcell now 6 for 14, 2 homers against McGill in his career. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Like he got a good pitch to hit and missed it. 1-2. Oscar Brazoban begins to play catch in the Mets bullpen. I tell you what, McGill is so lumbery and slow. You could call him Ty Lurch McGill. The 1-2, a little high. 2-2.
Yeah, he's not in a hurry for anything.
No. Ozzie at first with a walk. He's been on base 3 times. Nobody out. 2-0 Atlanta in the 5th. And the pitch. Ozuna, ground ball to short, might be 2. Lindor to Iglesias and over to Alonso. 6-4-3, 2 out. Sale suddenly over his last 13. Matt Olson singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. They play him way around the pole. First pitch popped up foul off to our left over here.
Wouldn't be shocked to see Olson get another good hack like that. That last at bat he had, that single he mentioned in the third, he really had a good approach, saw lots of pitches, and there's nothing that McGill has that he hasn't seen yet.
That looks like he's choked up on the bat a little bit, too. A 1 pitch tapped right in front of the plate. McGill is on it, fires to first and threw wide of the bag, but somehow Alonso caught it and kept his foot on the base, according to first base umpire Lance Barksdale. Braves are going to check this. I don't know how he kept his foot on the bag. Horrible throw by McGill. Braves will not challenge. Inning over. No runs, a walk, nobody left thanks to the double play. We go to the 6th. Atlanta still up 2-0.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping across Braves country. Tidal Wave Auto Spa is your go-to car wash destination for a game day ready ride. Experience major
Tani drives one to right field. It is gone! Was threatening that corner, and it just stayed fair. The 200th home run of Shohei Ohtani's career.
200th home run, hit it almost 108 miles an hour off the bat. Beautiful swing, just fair. Congratulations, Shohei. That's quite an accomplishment. The knee kick.
2-1, fly ball, left center field. Ohtani obliterated. That man is just built different. 451 feet on his 18th home run of the year. Now he turns on the first pitch of the 6th inning. Ohtani's done it again. 19th of the season, doubling the Dodger lead.
The one back in the 3rd inning was his 2nd longest one of the year. This might have been the most majestic one.
That's pretty well hit. It's off the top of the wall. He's got himself a triple. Off the hands. Garcia lets it drop. Everybody's safe. It's another hit. Weston Wilson hits one out to right. It's gone!
Toast due up. Lindor has grounded out twice. First pitch, ground ball right side. Diving stop by Ozzie. From his knee to first. Got him. Whoa, what a play by Albies. Have a day. He's hit a 2-run homer, and he's just turned in a sparkler at second base to rob Lindor of a base hit. One out for Iglesias, working on a 20-game hitting streak. He is struck out and grounded out. And the pitch, front door breaking ball for a strike. Next offering, a little outside. 1-1. Iglesias 1 for 7 in his career against Schwellenbach. Wind in the pitch, grounder. Little easier chance for Ozzie here. 3 hopper. He's got to hurry, though, and he got Iglesias by a step. 2 down.
It's becoming the Ozzie game, isn't it?
It sure is. Fans at Bold Flavors, something you're after, grab a bottle or 10 or 20 of the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce flavor favors the bold, as you know. 2 out for Vientos, who has struck out and hit a comebacker. Wind in the pitch. A little high, I guess. Ball 1. Schwellenbach's 73rd pitch about to be made. And a foul ball out of play, 1-1. 73 pitches, 54 strikes. Two out, nobody on, 2-0 Atlanta. Ground ball to short. Arcia charges, gloves, throws, got him. 3 up and 3 down. That's 20 innings against the Mets this year, and only 1 run.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
And that is blasted to left field. And the Royals are on the board. The Royals' first hit is a second-deck home run by Bobby Witt Jr., number 25, giving him another season of at least 25 home runs and 25 stolen bases.
Woo! My, oh my. My goodness gracious. That's a beautiful swing.
The knee kick.
2-1, fly ball, left center field. Ohtani obliterated. That man is just built different. 451 feet on his 18th home run of the year. Now he turns on the first pitch of the 6th inning. Ohtani's done it again. 19th of the season, doubling the Dodger lead.
The one back in the 3rd inning was his 2nd longest one of the year. This might have been the most majestic one.
Get the CBD Athletes Trust. Live like a champion. Available at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
The 2024 Braves promotional calendar features a variety of exciting gate giveaways. See the full schedule and get your tickets at braves.com/promos.
You want a good start to the day? How about the Braves, coffee, and the locker room? Home team here, 6 to 10 on the Fan, 680, and the 680 The Fan app.
Jorge Soler leads off the bottom of the 6th for the Braves. They lead 2-0. Tylor Megill still out there for the Mets. He winds and fires, and a hard hit one hopper to Lindor. He backhands it, throws across in time, 1 pitch, 1 out. Our contestant in the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning is Clifford Ragland from Fairburn, Georgia, with $1,600 in the jackpot. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 in the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery and enter for next year. First pitch in there to Laureano is a called strike. Ramon 2 for 2 today. A swinging bunt hit, infield hit, and a line drive to right. 2 of the Braves' 6 hits. Drive to center, real deep. On the run, Bader on the track. At the wall, it's gone! Home run! Ramon Laureano joins the party. Woo-hoo! 3-0 Atlanta.
He has put some great swings on Tylor Megill today. He had those singles early, especially that single in the 3rd inning, hit it hard. So we went up there knowing exactly what to look for. He didn't miss it.
Boy, he sure didn't. That was straightaway center, right over the Papa John's sign. For Ramon, his 11th homer, his 32nd RBI of the year, and a winner in the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. Swing and a miss by Urshela, who has fanned twice today. By d'Arnaud. Clifford Ragland, you just won $1,600. Love giving away money. The 0-1 to d'Arnaud, taken for a strike, 0-2.
That was 411 feet straightaway center, off the bat at 104.
It was pretty. Wine in the 0-2, sliced down the right field line, pretty deep toward the foul pole, but out of play. Lights have come on here at the ballpark. It's gotten kind of dark. You can understand, I think, Ben, regardless of the score or who was ahead, the 0-2 bounced foul, third base side, that with the doubleheader today, with so much riding on these games, both managers probably wanted to try and ride their starter as far as they could, knowing they didn't want to blow out their bullpen.
Yeah, if this were one game, I think McGill would have been out of there by now.
Agreed. Travis behind 0-2. And the pitch to him. Foul tipped off the catcher. He couldn't hang on to it. And Travis sympathizes with Alvarez. You know, that run that was in the 8th inning the other night against Kansas City when Ozuna stole third and they threw the ball away?
Right.
How big a run that was. That's kind of the way I feel about that third run right there.
Yeah, that's a big one. And it's one the Braves were close to in the 3rd inning, and you thought maybe it'd go that way in the 5th inning with a leadoff walk, but to get it here on another homer against a guy who hasn't given up many homers lately, that's enormous.
Yeah. The 0-2. Check swing. He did not go. 1-2 the count.
And along the line of what you're talking about with riding your starters, that's especially the case for the Braves with a 3-0 lead and the way that Schwellenbach is dealt.
Yeah.
If you get another one out of him, you could run this the way that you'd like to with Jimenez in the 8th and Iglesias in the 9th.
1-2 delivery. Down low. 2-2.
And that's the blueprint that they followed when they saw the Mets last week with Schwellenbach pitching.
Exactly right. So McGill's given up 8 homers this year and 5 to the Braves. 2-2. Popped up. That's going to get out of play. Up behind the Braves on deck circle. Man, oh man, did Laureano put a charge in that thing to straightaway center. He's 3 for 3 today. Ozzy's been on base 3 times, and including a 2-run homer. Darno swings and misses. Couldn't catch up upstairs. 2 outs. 8 strikeouts for McGill.
Well, and of those 8 strikeouts, 6 are to the bottom 3 guys in the order. Just 2 the rest of the order. Those guys hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, Urshela and Arce at the bottom of the order have both fanned twice. And that was the second time that Darno had fanned. Wind in the pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Gio's been swinging the bat well. He's been collecting his share of hits. Drove in a run yesterday in a losing cause. He waits and drives one to center. Broken bat flare. It's going to drop in front of Bader. There's a little 2-out beauty for Gio Urshela. And now here comes the manager of the Mets, Carlos Mendoza. And that'll end the day for Tyler McGill. Runner at first, bottom of the 6th, the run in. And the Braves up 3-0, and the Mets make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. You make the right call and protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com.
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike 3 call, 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
High fly ball. Deep center. Cowser back. Track. Wall. See ya. Back-to-back. Soto and Judge. 6-1 Yanks. Now that's a new Yankee team record. 34 home runs before the All-Star break. He was in a tie with Maris. So he has 34 before the break. And he's going to Texas for the All-Star game.
Pay off in a big spot right here. Sends it deep the other way. Donovan backing up to the track, to the wall. And Pavin Smith hits one off the wall. This will get 2 runs home. 8-1. Pavin Smith the other way.
And
Pavin trying to unload, sends one out to right, and it's in the bullpen for a grand slam for Pavin Smith, and it's 14-1.
He's having quite a night. 6 RBIs.
The Reds' best player against the Giants' best pitcher, and here we go. Buckle up, folks.
For the Hurricane, and he's on his second team within the division this year. He started the year with the Marlins, and now with the Mets. Altogether, he's made 37 appearances this season, 1-3 with a 3.58 ERA.
And he will face Orlando Arcia with a runner at first and 2 out. Spin out of the way, ball 1. 3-0 Atlanta. They have 8 hits, including 2 homers. The homers have accounted for all of the runs. 2 runs shot by Albee, solo by Laureano. Check swing, didn't go. 2-0 to Arcia. McGill went 5 2/3, 8 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 2 homers. Runner at first belongs to him. Little mist begins to fall. Got dark here at the ballpark. They turned the lights on. 2-1 pitch inside, ball 3.
Yeah, they got the cover off the tarp down the left field line, but hopefully these little cells stay away from us, at least with the heavy stuff.
There was just a little pop-up thing that showed up on the radar. Arcia hooks one hard into the second deck. Ball bouncing around down there, full count. That'll give Urshela a head start here, 3-2. Michael Harris, the second, would be next. There goes the runner. The payoff pitch swung on, hit high and deep to left field, but way out of play and way down there in the left field, on the left field side, and the third deck above the retired numbers. Wow. Right up there above the Andrew Jones number. Again a 3-2 in the dirt. Brauzabon slipped a little bit as he threw that one. 2-out walk, first and second for Harris. Michael has a base hit in 3 trips. Really drilled the ball his last time up. Back Bader up to the track and center. Joe Ben and Jay Chad with you from Truist Park. First of 2 in this after the season doubleheader, more or less. Braves up 3-0. Stretching the pitch. Michael takes low, ball 1. Michael is 7 for his last 18 with a homer. Had an incredible September. 1-0. Down and in, ball 2. Braves now with 8 hits, including 2 this inning. They had 4 hits back in the 3rd inning when they scored twice, and now time called, and Alvarez out to talk to Brauzabon, and the whole infield's coming in. Not sure what this is unless it's just a pep talk.
Well, now the rain picking up a little bit more. Folks by the hundreds are heading up the aisles and under the overhangs.
Yeah, that's pretty thick. Two 2-0 to Harris, meeting over. 2 on, 2 out. And the pitch, ball 3.
Boy, wouldn't you love to see him walk in for Ozzie, who's been the man of the day today for the Braves?
Absolutely. Here comes the pitch. Strike call on the outside corner. changeup, 3-0 changeup. Brazoban really wiping his hands off on his uniform. He might be having a little trouble with the grip, and it begins to rain harder. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Took a little off that one, too. Full count. And now Michael calls time. And Harris wipes the rain off of his bat. So the runners will be off to the races. 2 out. There they go, the 3-2. Swung on, driven to right field and deep, but on the run and making the catch is Taylor. He's there to end the threat. But the Braves had a run on the solo homer by Laureano. And we go to the 7th. Braves shutting them out 3-0.
Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram for Emory Healthcare's Heart Care Services. When it comes to your heart or someone close.
1-2. High fly ball. Deep center field. Meadows is there! Parker Meadows thieves a home run from Raleigh. He planted, he jumped, and he made himself into a poster.
Oh, 6'5". Look at this.
Well, there's a swing and a miss and a slider. 7 strikeouts in a row for Luis Gil.
14 strikeouts here at the stadium for the young right-hander. Those 14 strikeouts for Luis Gil sets a franchise single-game rookie record. He passed El Duque's 13 in 98. He's through 6. And Luis Gil walking off the mound to a standing ovation here in the Bronx.
Salvi got tied up some, but he hits it deep to left field. McNeil at the wall with Nimmo, and Nimmo almost put it over the wall. I think it got the railing behind the wall. Yeah, I think it's a home run. No doubt. Yeah. That's easy. It is a home run. 250 career home runs for Salvador Perez.
To 10 a.m., 680 The Fan, or tap that app.
6 innings in the books. Braves up 3-0. Spencer Schwellenbach still out there for the Braves. 1 change. Eli White will check in to play right field for the rest of the game. Brandon Nimmo will lead off for the Mets, and back for us to take us the rest of the way. Here's Ben.
Thank you, Joe. Spencer Schwellenbach has been terrific today. Going back to work, his 75th pitch of the game, and Nimmo with a check swing. They appeal, and he didn't go since last Diaz. And a 1-0 count. Well, like I mentioned, 75 pitches now for Schwellenbach. And the Braves, I'm sure, have to be hoping they can get one more inning out of him, then see what they want to do in the 8th and the 9th. 1-0 pitch, chopped off the plate, foul. But as far as pitch count goes, he's in a really good position. To be quite honest, if this were a game earlier in the season, I'd be thinking, could he go the distance? But he's maintained a low pitch count, trying to continue that here in the top of the 7th. And the 1-1. Nimmo with a fly ball to center. Not hit all that well. Michael Harris drifting back a little bit, makes the catch. And 1 away in the top of the 7th inning. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
3-0 Braves, top of the 7th. There's Pete Alonso. Singled in the 5th inning. It's a fly ball out towards left center field. Michael Harris on the run. Back to his right. Under it. Makes the catch onto the warning track. Michael tracking it well. Perfectly played. Great route. 2 quick outs in the 7th. Adam Ottavino is now tossing for the Mets in their bullpen. Coming up, it'll be the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by the Warrior Alliance. Going to bat for veterans and their families by helping them navigate success after military service. To learn more, go to thewarrioralliance.org. 2 flyouts to center field. Here's J.D. Martinez. Schwellenbach kicks and fires. Martinez takes a called strike. 97 with a fastball. He's lost nothing on that heater. And he's been 97, 98 all day long with a fastball. 0-1 low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 low and outside, 2-1. Braves in the bottom of the 7th will have Albies, Ozuna, and Olsen. And if anyone reaches Eli White. Meanwhile, Schwellenbach in search of another 1-2-3 inning. 2-1, nibbling for the outside corner, missed with a cutter, 3-1. Haven't seen many 3-1 counts today from Schwellenbach.
Only a couple of 3-2s, but no 3-1s that I remember.
3-1, chopper to short. Arcia scoops it up, cuts it loose, out number 3. Down they go, 1-2-3. 7 brilliant innings by Spencer Schwellenbach. And the rookie just keeps getting better and better. And the Mets have not been able to touch him. Time for us to stretch. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 3-0 Braves.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes. But one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
You're not afraid to get dirty. You know there's strength in sweat, pride in a hard day's work, and power in a great team. We agree the best teams run like a well-oiled machine. That's why you need a Yanmar tractor on your roster. The tractor rated #1 in product quality by the EDA 5 years running. From digging and grading to tilling and mowing. Get more done. Take less time. Yanmar gets you to the game faster. See all their tractors online at yanmartractor.com. That's yanmartractor.com.
No matter the obstacles, setbacks, twisting turns, never lose sight of the destination. Because when you get there, the next adventure is just beginning. I'm Michael Harris II. Follow your own path. Check out the Ford Bronco and Ford Bronco Sport SUVs at your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Aggressive enough to wake up your taste buds without overpowering your meal. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce, flavor favors the bold.
So when you want the Braves on demand, just tap that 680 The Fan app.
So make sure you download it now and don't miss a pitch of the Braves this season.
Veteran Adam Ottavino will come on and work for the Mets. He's their 3rd pitcher as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 59th appearance. He's 2-2 with a 4.50 ERA and a save. 68 strikeouts in 54 innings.
He's their 3rd pitcher in the game. Here's Ozzie. Ozzie's been on base 3 times. 2 walks and a homer. First pitch from Ottavino. There's a called strike. Got a really big gray cloud floating by, moving out towards left field, but down the right field line, sky's getting a little bit brighter. That's a good sign. And the Braves leading 3-0. Looking to punch their ticket to the postseason here today in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Ozzie takes a ball low, 1-1. It's been raining for about the last 20 minutes. Not hard enough to stop the game, but everything wet. A little bit of water pooling on the rooftops of the dugout. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way from Ottavino. Ozzie with the fly ball to center, coming in Bader. He's there, makes a 2-handed head-high catch, and 1 away in the 7th. The Braves know that big wins come from bold plays. That's why the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce, flavor favors the bold.
You've got it right on that cloud. It's the only thing in the area, the whole metro area, that might have had some rain in it, but it's passing through.
One down for Ozuna. And he cracks one to deep right field. Head back there, tailored to the wall, and he's under it. Coming off the bat, it looked like he might be pushing for his 40th home run of the year, but got it to the warning track the opposite way. So 2 down in the 7th. Here's Matt Olson. He's knocking on the door of 30 homers. Been sitting on 29 for a while. And also has been sitting on 98 RBIs for a while. Ottavino's pitch. In for a called strike. If Matt can get 2 more RBIs, it'll be his 4th season in his career of 100 RBIs or more. One low and inside. He's reached the 30 home run club 4 times in his career. He's just on the outside looking in right now, just as he was in 2018, when he also finished with 29 home runs that season. Matt's next homer will be his 260th in his career. 1-1. Huge swing and a miss over a sweeper.
I see Joe Jimenez loosening up in the Atlanta bullpen, Ben, but I want to see Schwellenbach for another inning.
He's been that good, hasn't he?
Well, and the Mets know. They can't hit him.
And 7, 8, 9 due up for the Mets in the top of the 8th. 1-2 to Olsen. Sent foul over by the Braves dugout. And he's at, what, about 84, 85 pitches tops?
Right.
Yeah, 83 pitches for Schwellenbach, 60 strikes. 1-2 to Olsen, got him looking. Touched the outside corner with a fastball, according to Scott Berry. And the Braves go down in order for just the 2nd time today. So we...
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rios, a bare hand. In time! The double play of the year! How can you not smile about that one? It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip. Barehanded and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Logan likes it.
Out towards center field, hit pretty well. Hill a long way back and makes the catch and slams into the wall. Then he feeds Sanchez, who gets it in quick, but here comes the throw home. Out! What a relay from the Marlins to cut down the run.
That's one of the most incredible double plays you'll ever see.
That's a tank out to left center. Westberg splashes down.
Do it, Westy. Think of like young guys coming up, Ellie De La Cruz, my teammate Gunnar Henderson. I enjoy golfing, getting into hunting. I enjoy hanging out with friends and family, watching movies. My dad, I think that's who kind of cultivated the love of the game early on. I just remember being in the backyard playing football with him, and I wish I could say thank you to everybody along the way, but it's not possible in this short video.
Raffy, 18 home runs for the year, leading the club at 51 runs batted in. And a liner into right field. That's down for a base hit. Here comes Hamilton rounding. Judge firing to the plate. The dive. He is safe at home. And the Red Sox have tied it on the 1,000th.
For the 8th inning with the Braves leading the Mets 3-0. And who's on the mound? Spencer Schwellenbach again. 7 dazzling innings to this point. And he's facing 7, 8, and 9 in the top of the 8th inning with Joe Jimenez tossing in the bullpen. Tyrone Taylor takes a ball inside. That was just the 84th pitch of the game for Schwellenbach. And as you and I are discussing in between innings, probably Spencer until somebody gets on base.
That's what I would think.
1-0 in for a called strike. Evens the count at 1.
Wouldn't surprise me to see the Mets, until somebody gets on, have their hitters just take a pitch till they get a strike.
1-1 to Taylor. Check swing, he went. That was a slider down to make it a 1-2 count. 5 strikeouts for Schwellenbach. Out ahead of Taylor, 1-2. Pitch on the way. This low with a curveball. That is 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul that'll bounce over by the Mets dugout. First sign of trouble, you'd imagine it would be Joe Jimenez on. But Spencer has put together 5 1-2-3 innings. Looking for the strikeout here of Tyrone Taylor. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off down the left field line. Do it again with a 2-2 count. Well, it goes without saying, you have this situation when you make sure you get the leadoff man, but especially when it's Tyrone Taylor. He is quick. Got to keep him off the base paths. And the 2-2 pitch. Missed up and in with a cutter. Not a bad idea, just missed. So now it's run to 3-2 on Taylor.
Got to throw a strike.
He rears back and fires. Fly ball out towards right, slicing foul. Coming over Eli White, and that's into the seats 3 sections down for the Braves dugout. Came at him with a cutter there.
You might give up a hit, but you got to throw a strike. No walks.
3 balls and 2 strikes as Taylor leads off the 8th. Schwellenbach cuts it loose. Pulled foul on the left field line. Right at him with a cutter again. This will be the 10th pitch of the battle between Taylor and Schwellenbach. And again, the 3-2 pitch. Line drive down the left field line. Foul. Just outside the line. That was a curveball that he went with. And Taylor barreled it just barely foul.
Well, give Taylor a big tip of the cap. He's having a really good at bat, and he's running the pitch count up.
Long battle here between Taylor and Schwellenbach. Schwellenbach digging deep, looking to Travis. 3-2. Fly ball out to deep left center field. That's going to split the gap, and 1 hop off the wall. Up with it now, Harris. He'll send it in, and it'll be a leadoff double by Taylor in the top of the 8th. So the Braves went with Schwellenbach for the first batter of the 8th. And after an 11-pitch battle with Tyrone Taylor, he bangs a slider into the gap in left center. Schnitt comes on, and this crowd rises to their feet to roar for Spencer Schwellenbach. What a great performance by Spencer this afternoon.
The 1-2. That's in the air left field. That's trouble. Jankowski back. And a magic catch. Oh my goodness, what a grab. He brings the game back. You just saw Major League thievery right there. Unbelievable.
And our hearts stopped for a second. You're thinking this ball has a chance to get out.
Two-room guest suites, a full-service restaurant, and 5,500 square feet of flexible event space for your next event. Stop by and pregame in our on-site Game Changer Sports Lounge and Grill, and don't forget to sweeten your stay with our signature Doubletree chocolate chip cookie. Book your next stay at the Doubletree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta.
Digging, grading, tilling, and mowing. All in a day's work with Yanmar, the tractor that works as hard as you do. Discover new possibilities at yanmartractor.com.
Hey, it's Kevin McAlpin, and I'm talking Braves with the Locker Room every weekday morning at 7:45 on Atlanta Braves Today, exclusively on The Fan.
Joe Jimenez will inherit a runner at second. Nobody out in the 8th inning. He's only inherited 9 runners all year. Brian Snitker typically lets him come in with a clean inning. Of the 9 runners inherited, 3 have scored, but opponents hitting just 174 against him. Runner at second, nobody out. The Mets are just 3 for their last 30 with runners in scoring position.
And it's up to Joe to keep them quiet and frustrated. Runner at second, no one out. Here's Alvarez. First pitch to him, in for a called strike. The last time we saw Joe Jimenez was on Saturday. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball out to third, down the left field line, and a fair ball. That's going to put the Mets on the board. Francisco Alvarez is going to head for second base. Here's the throw, and it's late. And it's back-to-back doubles by the Mets to make it a 3-1 game. That'll close the line on Schwellenbach as that run belongs to him. Well, the Mets break through in the top of the 8th inning with back-to-back doubles from Taylor and Alvarez, and it's the bottom of the order who delivers for the Mets.
And I mean, that was right over the bag. He was fooled, but right over the bag and just out of the reach of Urshela.
And now Starling Marte will pinch hit for Harrison Bader, and he represents the tying run. So a 3-1 game. The Mets trying to make a charge here in the 8th inning. Marte, a .266 hitter. The pitch on the way from Jimenez up and in. Finishing that thought on Jimenez, we saw him the other night on Saturday, and he had that small stretch where he had a difficult time in wet conditions finding the strike zone. And the conditions wet here this afternoon. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Starling Marte. And he'll send one foul into the seats down the right field line. Braves have Raisel Iglesias warming in the bullpen, and we could certainly see him in the 8th inning if things don't go well for Joe here. Righty-righty matchup. And the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball left side, past the diving Arcia and a base hit into left field. Holding at third base, Alvarez. He had to make sure he was going to get in front of Arcia. So the Mets here in the 8th have gone double, single, and with no one out, they have them at the corners for the top of the order. And here comes Rick Kranis to chat with Joe Jimenez. For the first 7 innings of the game, the Mets were hypnotized by Spencer Schwellenbach. They had a couple of opportunities with men in scoring position, but they were ice cold. But here in the 8th, it started with a double by Taylor. Then the Braves went to the bullpen for Jimenez. And he's given up a double and a single to Alvarez and Marte.
Well, I think the great at-bat by Taylor kind of lit a spark in their dugout. He fought Schwellenbach tooth and nail and got a double, and I think that really got them fired up, especially when Spencer was taken out of the game. They thought, okay, let's go. The runner at third doesn't matter right now. You only need to concern yourself defensively with that guy at first. He's the tying run. Keep him out of scoring position. That's why the infield is playing back. They'd really be happy with a double play.
But it's Lindor who climbs in. Switch hitter batting left, and the first pitch is outside. Lindor 1 for 6 in his career versus Jimenez. The 1 was a homer. 3-1 Braves, top of the 8th. Runners at the corners, no one out. Pitch on the way to Lindor. He swings and misses. Went up and away with a fastball to even the count up. Lindor today, 3 ground outs to the right side. 2 to second, 1 to first. Lindor requests time, and it's granted by Scott Berry. Lindor has been an MVP candidate all year and been the best player the Mets have had, especially in the second half. 1-1 liner up the middle, base hits, a 1-run game. Down to second for Marte, and the RBI single makes it 3-2. Brian Snitker is on the 4th step of the dugout. Now he's going to emerge, and the Braves are going to go ahead to their closer, Iglesias. So now the tying run is at second. The go-ahead run is at first. Still no one out. And the Braves make the Aero Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com. We'll step aside. It's 3-2 Atlanta here in the 8th.
On my off days, the last thing I want to do is take my Ford Bronco SUV in for service.
bullseye. First pitch, center field. Frelick was deep, coming on. He slides, it gets by. De La Cruz can fly. He storms to second. Churio gathers into the track. Windmill is on. Relay to the plate. De La Cruz, save!
I don't know if it gets any more exciting.
Again, Blanco one pitch away.
Ground ball. Dubon throws to first. No-hitter! Ronald Blanco in his 8th career start. The 30-year-old makes magic on April Fool's Day. Today, he makes history. Unbelievable.
Only one outing, and 2 days before that, he's got 33 saves in 36 outings, 172 ERA, and just a 150 average against him, but he's got some tough hombres here to deal with.
Starting with Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 3, but he's been one of their hottest hitters. Runners at first and second. First pitch swinging. Missed every stitch of the slider. Braves are creeping in the corners in case he dropped one down, but he was swinging away. Tying run is at second. Go ahead run at first and no one out. Iglesias, a glance to second. And the 0-1. Reach and a miss. Good slider, 0-2. This is the time you need swing and miss stuff. Russell's got it. Looking for one more to put away Iglesias. Everybody to their feet here at the ballpark and roaring for Russell Iglesias to get Jose Iglesias. 0-2. Fouled back. Just did touch a fastball up and in. The Mets with 4 straight hits here in the 8th inning. Line drive down the right field line. That'll be cut off by White. Coming around third now and coming to the plate is Marte, and he will score to tie the game. 5 straight hits for the Mets here in the 8th, and the go-ahead runs at third. Iglesias was down to 2 strikes and got a fastball low and away and was able to scorch it down the right field line.
Eli White got to it quickly, but it looked like he had a wet baseball that he tried to throw in because he wasn't able to get a whole lot on the throw to Matt Olson on the relay.
Still no one out, and here's Mark Vientos. Iglesias at first, Lindor is at third. Pitch to Vientos is outside. It was a 3-0 Braves lead into the top of the 8th. Now they've come roaring back as it's gone double, double, single, single, single. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Iglesias looking into Travis d'Arnaud. 1-1 to Vientos. Outside with a slider. 2 balls and a strike now on Mark Vientos. Vientos awaits the 2-1. Here it is. It's a fly ball towards shallow center. Now medium depth center. Under it, Michael Harris. Michael's got it. Running now Lindor. Here's the throw out of center field. Way off line. Cut back of the mound by Olson. And the Mets take the lead with a sacrifice fly by Mark Vientos. It's 4-3 New York in the top of the 8th. Vientos with his 71st RBI of the year. Iglesias is over at first base. And with 1 down, here's Brandon Nimmo. 3 of these 4 runs charged to Joe Jimenez. Runner goes, pitch on the way, and no throw down. The ball is dropped by Travis d'Arnaud on the exchange. So So now the Mets, who have taken the lead, have insurance and scoring position with just 1 out in the top of the 8th. One-0 pitch. Low ball 2. Now the Braves just trying to limit the damage as a 3-run lead has evaporated. And the 2-0 pitch on the way to Brandon Nimmo, and he blows that by him. Nimmo is 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a flyout. The 2-1. Fly ball way up into the air, deep right field. Trouble written all over this thing, and it's a 2-run home run into the chop house. And it's now a 6-run inning for the Mets. They were trailing 3-0, and they have come roaring back here in the 8th inning to claim a 6-3 lead. That'll be it for Iglesias. Like Snit told us before the game, you got some guys that might have to pitch in both games. And the way that this has taken a revolting turn, got to get Iglesias out of there in case you need him for the game 2. And the Braves will go to the bullpen and make the Arrow Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. We'll introduce you to Aaron Bummer when we come back. 6-3 Mets in the 8th.
Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone! Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone! Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back his Pages. It is gone! He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
Hayes hits it deep to right center. Harris is back. He reaches up. Oh, my! He brought it back. What a grab by Michael Harris to keep it 2-0.
You see the angle he's going about it. It looks like he's got it trapped, and he gets right to that position and launches himself over the fence. He's like, really?
Nickname of Polar Bear. He sends one deep to right field. Ranging back is Nootbaar at the wall. There it is! History for Pete Alonso. Home run number 200. Just the 4th Met all-time to hit the mark. And he slashes the Cardinal lead in half.
200 home runs on his way for many, many more.
Big lead. Aaron Bummer on now for Atlanta. He's 4-3, 3.62 ERA, his 56th outing.
Only 1 down. This is the 8th Met to the plate in the 8th inning. Pete Alonso takes backdoor sweeper for a ball.
Yeah, and the only out was a sac fly.
6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Mets. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Braves. 1-0 to Alonso. He swings and misses on a pitch that looked like it hit him. Came low and in and got a piece of him, and he went after it anyway. 1-1 on Alonso. One from Bummer. Sent foul into the seats down the right field line.
Only the 4th home run allowed by Iglesias this year.
One-two pitch. This tied 2-2. Braves in the bottom of the 8th will have White, Laureano, and d'Arnaud due up. They're trailing by 3 runs suddenly. And the 2-2 pitch. Alonso strikes out, going over the top of a sweeper. 2 down in the 8th. And now J.D. Martinez is the batter. Well, the sun finally pokes its head out and shines down on the field, but it feels awfully gloomy in this ballpark. Martinez takes a sweeper low.
By the way, that home run by Nemo landed up there in above the chop. Not on the roof, but in that section of folks up there above the main chop house.
Martinez sends one foul. That went 405 feet, his home run. And now for the Braves, they'll need a similar comeback as they're down to their final 6 outs, or win game 2 of the doubleheader. One over for a strike, 1-2. One-two to Martinez. Missed the outside corner with a sweeper. Well, this thing was going so well for the Braves. Had a 3-0 lead. We're looking to put this thing in the win column, punch their ticket to the postseason, and then do whatever they wanted to in game 2 pitching-wise. 2-2 misses low. Now, if you can't win this ball game, all of a sudden, this is a dramatic shift in gears for what you'll have to do in game 2. If the Braves can't come back, then suddenly your plans change on the mound. And it's like Snit told us before the game, they had a plan for every scenario. But the scenario just drastically changed. Three-two pitch. Just inside ball 4. So it's a 2-out walk, and the man who started this entire surge for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor, comes to the plate. For Taylor, it was no ordinary at-bat getting things going here in the 8th inning. You look down at the box score and see a leadoff double, but it was an 11-pitch battle that he had with Spencer Schwellenbach. And when Spencer started things in the top of the 8th, he had cruised through 7 innings, 75 pitches. But that at-bat, like Joe mentioned, sparked it for the Mets, and they've taken off. There's a strike on the inside corner.
Luis Angel Acuna now pinch running at first.
Ball 1 to Taylor on a fly ball towards center. Coming in, Michael Harris. Likewise, Eli White. This is Eli's ball, and there's out number 3. But 10 Mets come to the plate. 6 of them score what was once a 3-0 lead for the
Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone! Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone! Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back as Pages. It is gone! He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
Broken now. Right field. And Gunnar Henderson has gone yard again to start the game. And with that, Gunnar Henderson holds the new single-season title for home runs by an Orioles shortstop. Move over Cal and move over Miguel Tejada. It's now Gunnar Henderson's world.
High fly ball, a pop-up really, down the right field line in foul territory. Oh, what an effort by Jimenez as he goes flying into the netting. Jimenez caught that ball and got it back into the infield.
Unbelievable. No fear whatsoever, and they have called for the trainer to come down there. He is still into the seating area.
City of Hope Cancer Center Atlanta is turning hope into reality, providing personalized treatments for all stages of cancer, with appointments available in as little as 24 hours. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Hey, it's Matt Chernoff. You can hear us talking Braves baseball 2 to 6 on The Fan, and if you miss any of our show, you can always catch it like Braves baseball on the 680 The Fan app.
These changes for the Mets as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Starling Marte will stay in the game and play right field. Moving from right to center will be Tyrone Taylor. On to pitch will be Phil Maton. With the Mets up 6-3, Maton was with Tampa Bay earlier this year. Combined between the two teams, 3-3, a 3.39 ERA, and 3 saves.
Eli White there to greet him. Eli takes a front door curveball for a strike. We saw Eli White take over in right field in the 7th. And this is his first plate appearance. 6-3 Mets, bottom of the 8th. And Eli White takes a ball inside. Eddie Alvarez has taken over at second base. One to White. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Well, the Braves need some kind of an answer. Well, that was a massive blow they took in the top of the 8th. 2-1 to White. Came inside and got him on a check swing. They appeal. He didn't go. And the Braves have a base runner. It was a knuckle scraper, it looked like. Right wrist.
Oh, man, right on the forearm. Yeah, right below the wrist.
So now it's Laureano to the plate. He had a big home run at the time in the 6th inning, gave the Braves a 3-0 lead. And at the time, he felt like that added run was a huge added run. But the Mets scored 6 times in the top of the inning. Now the Braves looking to strike back. Maton brings it. Laureano takes the ball higher.
It kind of reminded me of that game out in Colorado where they put together 8 straight hits in the bottom of the 8th or 9th inning.
Yeah.
Just couldn't stop the bleeding there at the top of this inning.
1-0 to Laureano. He swings and misses at a cutter away. Yeah, very similar. Travis d'Arnaud on deck, swinging the stick. Maton, the 4th pitcher used by Carlos Mendoza. 1-1 and he got under it. Popped it up towards foul territory. Flying over by the Mets dugout and into the seats in the lower bowl of the stadium. Edwin Diaz now tossing for the Mets.
He's their closer. He threw 26 pitches yesterday, but said he's available for both games today.
Runner at first, no one out. Now time called. Requested by Laureano. Maton brings it. Laureano with a fly ball to right field. Starling Marte coming in. He's under it. Makes the catch in medium depth right field. 1 out in the 8th. d'Arnaud singled back at the 2nd inning. Came to the plate in the 3rd inning with runners at 2nd and 3rd and 2 down. Struck out. And how easy it is when you're in this position late to look back on missed opportunities. There's a called strike. Or at the time you didn't like it, but as the game continues and lingers on, you find yourself trailing late. Boy, spotlight shining on those moments. No, 0-1 count on Travis. Maton brings it. d'Arnaud with a check swing. He did not commit. And the count even 1-1. Travis swings and misses at a cutter. 1-2 down, Travis d'Arnaud. Eli White just received some instruction from Tom Goodwin, Braves first base coach. Just needs some base runners. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Travis loops one into shallow left center, rather right center field, down for a hit. Around second, heading for third now is Eli White. And Travis delivers with that little looper to center. So now the tying run to the plate in Gio Urshela. And that'll be it for Maton. Coming out, Carlos Mendoza. He, too, will go to his closer in the 8th inning. And it'll be Diaz coming on for the Mets as they make the Arrow Exterminators call to the bullpen. Make the right call. Protect your home or business from pests by calling 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. One down, bottom of the 8th. Runners are the corners. 6-3 Mets.
On my off days, the last thing I want to do is take my Ford Bronco SUV in for service.
He said he's fine to go today, and here he is, first and third, one out. And the Mets up by 3. He's 5-4, a 3.29 ERA, 20 saves, but he's also got 6 blown saves. But 82 strikeouts and 52 innings, just a $1.79 average against him. However, of that average, 7 of the hits he's allowed have been homers. Throws hard, very, very similar to Raisel Iglesias in arm angle and all of his stuff.
Well, now it's Diaz who enters into this dogfight. Runners at the corners. Only one out. Gio Urshela is the batter, representing the tying run. And Gio is 1 for 3 with a single. He has seen Diaz twice in his career, 1 for 2. Braves have Jared Kelenic on deck. He'll be batting for Arcia. First pitch, a little bit high and outside with a fastball. 6 runs, 9 hits for the Mets, 3 runs, 9 hits for the Braves.
If there's a difference, it's that Diaz throws harder than Iglesias. His fastball close to 100.
1-0, ground ball fouled on the third base line. Yeah, he can bring it. And prior to his injury a couple of years ago, probably the best closer in the game. 1-1 on Gio Urshela. Righty-righty matchup. 1-1 tapped back to the mound. Diaz has it. Lobs over to first base in time for the out. White holds at third, down to second base d'Arnaud. So now it's Jared Kelenic to the plate. And it's been a while since we've seen Jared, but if you get a base hit right here, you got yourself a 1-run game.
Been a while between at-bats for Jared Kelenic, too.
First pitch to Kelenic. It bounces and kicks away from the catcher, but not far enough away for Eli White to break for the plate. Kelenic, the left-handed hitter. This is a huge at bat for Jarrett. 1-0 pitch low and inside. Arguably his biggest of the season. Certainly his biggest this month.
Boy, tough coming off the bench when you haven't had an at bat in a couple of weeks and have to face this guy, but already in a good count.
The 2-0 pitch. Swung on at a ground ball. Diving stop back to the bag by Alonso. There's no one at the bag to cover. He's safe and a run scores. A great play by Alonso diving to his left, but when he looked to the bag to toss to a teammate, no one was home. That is now a 6-4 game with runners at the corners.
Well, maybe nobody covered, but I'll tell you what Alonso did. He saved a run. This was going to be a 2-run double. And by knocking the ball down and keeping it from getting to the foul territory down the line, that was a huge play by Alonso.
So now a meeting at the mound. And the Braves are looking to push back on the Mets as New York scored 6 times at the top of the 8th. And the Braves have answered to pick up 1 run thus far, but they want much more. Michael Harris is the batter, and he represents the go-ahead run at the bottom of the 8th. Harris has never faced Edwin Diaz. So at 6-4, Eli White scored on the play. And now a pinch runner for the Braves.
I believe that's Whit Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield down at first base. Crowd roaring louder and louder. Harris takes a ball low. What an 8th inning this has been. Crazy 8th inning here in Atlanta. And Michael Harris looking to make it even crazier with a base hit here. They're playing very deep in the outfield. There goes Whit. Pitch on the way. There's a ball. No throw down. Now a base hit can tie the game. Two balls and no strikes. Pitch on the way. Low and inside. 3-0. On deck, Ozzie Albies, who's had a big game for the Braves, hit a 2-run homer earlier. And if he walks Harris, then the go-ahead run is aboard.
I'm letting him hack away here.
3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Miss low and in. That will load the bases for Ozzie Albies. Both teams have counted on their closer in the 8th inning, and the other team has been able to strike against them.
Keep in mind, 26 pitches yesterday for Diaz.
Now it's Ozzie climbing in. First pitch. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Keep this in mind. Ozzie in his career versus Diaz is 0 for 9, but all those at-bats are from the other side of the plate.
Good point.
Now it's right on right. 1-0 pitch. Missed high. 2 balls, no strikes. This place is some kind of rowdy here in the 8th. Bases loaded, 2 down. 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. 2-1. Whomever loses this game will have another chance, but these teams want this one. Punch their ticket right now.
This is the big one.
Well, the Braves had their shot here. Runners in scoring position has been a struggle so often. Looking to come through. 2-1 is low. Ball 3.
Got to shrink that zone right here, Ozzie. Look for the ball in a certain spot. If it's not there, take it.
3-1. Swung on a fly ball to deep left field. Going back there, Nimmo. Over his head. Off the wall. Here we go. 1 run in. 2 runs in. 3 runs in. Ozzie Albies reared back and burned it to left field. And it's 7-6 Braves in the 8th. What a crazy 8th inning in Atlanta, Georgia.
This place is up for grabs. Ozzie! Not only did he hit it off the wall, it bounced past Nemo that gave everybody a chance to take off. I wish you all could have seen Michael Harris running from first.
Here's Ozuna. First pitch is high. Can you believe this? 7-6 Braves in the 8th. 10 runs between these two teams in the 8th inning. Right now looking for some insurance. 1-0 pitch. Ozuna pops one up. That's a mile high. Coming back now, Alvarez, and he is out of room. That's in the seats.
This is just nuts.
Ozzie Albies with a 5 RBI day. And the Braves leading 7-6 in the bottom of the 8th. Ozuna waiting on the 1-1 pitch. 1-1. Missed high and away, 2-1.
Great job by Ozzie on the 3-1 count to get exactly the pitch he wanted, which was right above the knees, down the middle.
2-1, a chase and a miss, 2-2. Well, the Braves will have at least a 1-run lead into the 9th. Ozuna steadies the bat, staring down Diaz. 2-2 pitch. Outside 3-2. This crowd has been building and building and building with each batter. They've worked themselves into a frenzy.
Nobody's sitting.
3-2, a swing and a miss at a slider for strike 3. You want to talk about a wild ride in the 8th. Braves give up 6 in the top of the inning. They score 4 times in the bottom of the inning. And into the 9th we go with the Braves leading the Mets 7-6.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
1-2. High fly ball. Deep center field. Meadows is there! Parker Meadows thieves a home run from Raleigh. He planted, he jumped, and he made himself into a poster.
Oh, 6'5". Look at this.
1-0. And this ball in the air to deep center field. D'Elia hit another one. He just did. And he's tied it up. This ball is a little bit toward the end, but it's still deep, and it's gone. That is gone. That was over the orange line, I believe.
You can get tons of benefits and still save, because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
At T-Mobile, you can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, switch and keep your phone. We'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device, credit, service, and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
Hey folks, home team here. When you start the morning, start with the Braves Talk, and the Locker Room, 6 to 10. Your morning drive on the Fan and the 680 The Fan app.
Most improbable 8th inning you've seen in a very long time. Braves up by a 1 run, and Pierce Johnson will try to close the deal against 8-9-1 in their order. For Pierce, he's 6-5, a 3.42 ERA and 2 saves. It's all hands on deck. The Braves have Dylan Lee and Daysbel Hernandez up in the bullpen if needed. Get that first guy, Ben.
3 outs away from the postseason. A 1-run lead. Here's Francisco Alvarez. Here's the first pitch on the way from Pierce Johnson to Alvarez. Missed a little bit high with a curveball. Well, like you mentioned, Pierce Johnson, 2 saves this season. He has 15 in his career. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Alvarez. Kicks and fires, and that's popped up. Could be playable. Believe it will be. Pierce pointing it out. Under it now, the third baseman, Merrifield. And he's got it halfway between third and the mound. One down. You don't take anything for granted. You're looking up trying to find that baseball with an overcast sky. Good thing Witt got under it.
Yeah, Witt's at third, and Gio has moved over to short. Remember, they pinch hit for Arcia.
One down for Starling Marte. Right on right matchup. Pierce goes to work. First pitch a called strike. Top shelf fastball 97. Marte took over as a pinch hitter last inning. Singled and scored in that 6-run eighth for the Mets. 7-6 Braves here in the top of the ninth. The 0-1 from Pierce. Low and away, 1-1. Big crowd on their feet. Fingers crossed. Holding their breath. Ball to strike on Marte. Here it comes. Fouled off 1-2. This time of year, ball games this big, every moment is huge. Even just one strike feels like a gigantic momentum swing. Looking for another strike. And the 1-2. Ground ball, left side, that's through. And a base hit into left center. Base hit by Marte. And now the go-ahead run will come to the plate for the Mets. The batter is Lindor.
Boy, and what a job Marte has done. Pinch hit last inning and now 2 for 2.
Lindor 0 for 1 versus Pierce Johnson in his career. You knew you'd have to face him this inning. You just wanted to face him with no one on base.
Right.
Switch hitter batting from the left side. Pickoff over to first and back into the dive Marte.
Marte doesn't run like he used to, but he can still go, and he has 16 swipes this year and only 1 caught stealing.
Takes a good lead at first base. Pierce to the plate, and a fly ball way up in the air to deep right center field. Heading back now, Harris, he's at the wall, and the Mets have taken the lead. Unbelievable. It's a home run into the Braves bullpen. Francisco Lindor has been their MVP all year. And he steps up in the biggest moment for the Mets and gives them the lead again. It's 8-7 New York.
Curveball. It was down, but it was in the middle of the plate. And I thought maybe he golfed under it a little too much. Not so.
Now Eddie Alvarez climbing in. Or rather, Iglesias, I should say. There's a ball low and outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That'll miss a little bit low. Alvarez is on deck right now. As Alvarez had gone to second and Iglesias had gone to third base. .2-0 from Pierce Johnson. Flared foul. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way from Pierce Johnson. Iglesias with a comebacker. Flagged on one hop by Pierce Johnson. Lobs to the bag, 2 down. Well, the Braves in the bottom of the ninth will have Olson, White, and Laureano. And they're currently trailing by a run with 2 down in the top of the ninth inning. And if you're just now tuning in, folks, you've tuned into the wildest game of the season. It has been such a tug of war. The first 7 innings of this game, nothing like what we have seen since then. It was 3-0 Braves going into the 8th, and then it exploded from there. Eddie Alvarez takes the ball outside.
Ryan Stanek in their bullpen. Looks like he would work the bottom half of the inning.
1-0 pitch. Strike. 1-1 on Eddie Alvarez. Mets scored 6 times in the 8th. Braves 4 times in the bottom of the 8th. Mets twice in the top of the 9th. 1-1 to Alvarez. Strike. Curveball over. Here's Johnson trying to cross the finish line at the top of the 9th and get this thing into the bottom of the inning. 1-2 pitch, flipped foul over the Mets dugout. And the Braves, who got it done in the bottom of the 8th after taking such a big blow in the top of the inning, will have to do the same thing in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Righty-lefty matchup. Pierce's 2-2. Outside 3-2. We got to get this guy.
Yeah, he's only had 6 at bats since he was called up. He's 0 for 6 on the year.
Payoff pitch. And a fly ball deep down the right field line, but hooking foul. And that's in the lower bowl of the stadium. Game number 161. And this has without a doubt been the wildest ride of 161 to this point. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Eddie Alvarez. And he'll swat one foul. Mets 8, Braves 7, top of the 9th. Again the 3-2. Fouled off again by Alvarez. He's giving Pierce Johnson everything that he wants. And the at-bat continues for Alvarez. This will be the 10th pitch of the sequence. And the 3-2 struck him out. Went with a curveball down. That ends the top of the 9th. But the Braves will head to the dugout needing 1 run to keep this ball game alive and 2 to win it and punch their ticket to the postseason. We go to the bottom of the 9th.
payouts during bonus hours. Sunday 1 to 3 p.m. and Thursdays 6 to 8 p.m. Only from the Georgia Lottery.
So when you want the Braves on demand, just tap that 680 The Fan app.
So make sure you download it now and don't miss a pitch of the Braves this season.
Into the bottom of the ninth, and who knows what lies ahead now after what we've seen for the last inning and a half. Matt Olson leads it off. It's still Diaz on the mound. First pitch to Matt, and he swings and pops one up. On the first pitch, it's into shallow center. Under it, Lindor. He's got it, one down. One out here in the ninth inning. Eli White is the batter. He'd be followed by Ramon Laureano. Braves down to their final 2 outs. And the winner of this game will be a postseason team. Eli White takes a called strike. Well, 1 to White. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. These folks here in the ballpark, and those of you who have been listening, I'm sure you've experienced just wave upon wave of varying emotions in this game. 1-1 sent foul. Just swing after swing after swing, one way to the other. His momentum has been so elusive. 1-2 pitch. White fouls one off. If you can get Eli White aboard, you bring Ramon Laureano to the plate, representing the winning run. And Laureano has homered in this game. Also, you'd have good wheels aboard in White. 1-2 low and outside, 2-2. The rally in the 8th for the Braves started when Eli White was hit by a pitch. And the 2-2. Missed high. Borderline call, and it goes the Braves' way, and it's 3-2. There's a little flare into center, down for a base hit. Eli White is aboard, and the Braves have good speed at first, representing the tying run. So now Laureano comes up to the plate. And for Ramon, he's put some really good swings on the ball today. 2 singles, as well as a homer. And now out there to the mound is Carlos Mendoza, or rather, that's the pitching coach. That is Jeremy Hefner. Well, there's no one they trust more than their closer, but they do have action in their bullpen.
Yeah, he's up over 60 pitches for the last 2 days. Iglesias running a screen on the umpire to give everybody more time to talk.
They've had Stanek tossing in the bullpen.
That was actually the manager, Mendoza, out there, making sure his closer's okay. But the Braves have one of their fastest runners on the roster at first base.
So if Laureano can find a gap, you like Eli White's chances to score. Diaz checking out the runner wide over at first base. Diaz is at 29 pitches. Here's number 30. Laureano ground ball, foul down the left field line. Woo. Boy, that was close. Iglesias was hugging that line over there, and it got by him, but Lance Diaz, third base umpire, right on it. Eight, 7 Mets, bottom of the ninth, runner at first, 1 out. There goes White. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. No throw down. So a stolen base by Eli White. And the tying run is in scoring position with 1 out. Now you just need a base hit to drive that run in.
Good job. Good jump by White.
0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Fought off a 98-mile-an-hour fastball at the top of the zone. Laureano waiting on the 0-2 pitch from Diaz. Here it comes. Ground ball foul over by the Mets dugout. Laureano, a deep breath, now digs back into the right-hand batter's box. Battling here versus Diaz. Righty deals. Low and outside. Trying to get him to chase a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It was a good take.
White a good lead at second. Swing and a miss by Laureano. Struck him out with a slider. And now the Braves are down to their last out, but climbing in a man who was a hero just a few nights ago, Travis d'Arnaud. It was a nasty slider that time by Diaz.
Travis 0 for 4 in his career against him. Mets infield all back and playing it straight up.
Just need a base hit to tie the game. Travis swings and misses at a first pitch slider. The Mets are 1 out away from going to the postseason. And the Braves trying to disrupt that right here. 0-1 pitch. Low and away to even the count up.
Take one of those patented Travis d'Arnaud flares right here.
Absolutely. He steadies his bat, waiting on Diaz. 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. That's been his best pitch, especially against the righties. Now the Braves down to their final strike. Diaz ready. 1-2. Low and away, ball 2. So many times the Braves have found a way thanks to a big base hit by Travis d'Arnaud. And in need of one right here. Now time call. Diaz wants a brand new baseball. (8-7) Mets, bottom of the 9th. Diaz at the belt. Now the 2-2. Chopper up the middle. On the other end, Lindor. He's got it. Throws over to first base. Mets win. Celebrating, Diaz spikes his glove. The Mets come pouring out of the dugout. They're going to the postseason. One of the wildest games in Major League Baseball this season just came to an end with the Mets victorious 8-7 over the Braves. And now the assignment for the Braves is simple. 1 game left in the season. And they have to win it in order to see their postseason dreams fulfilled. For the Braves in the 9th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors and a man left. Final score, Mets come back and win 8-7 over the Braves. Back with the totals after this.
A musician with technical knowledge can play all the right notes. But one who cares enough to play from the heart gives music soul. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit Truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Fall is here, but it's still hot here in the state of Georgia, which means pests like ants, roaches, and mosquitoes are out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Are you ready to live like a champion? Introducing Simply